All right, let me talk to you about a super practical shirt, a cowboy shirt with these kind of buttons that kind of just snap off. There's a lot of reasons why. The first one is when I got here, and now again, this shoulder will kind of act up. This is, I had a stroke, so I'm kind of constantly working on this arm to make it better. And sometimes it just gets a little weak and it'll start popping out of the shoulder, and I can't do the thing to get my arm through a sleeve. So with this, especially with the sleeves cut off, real easy to put on and off, because I live here in Puerto Rico, so it's hot, and I lived in Florida before that. So it's basically a tank top, that button-up tank top. And because it's got a collar, but you cut it off, it's sort of formal, but not anymore. So, and when you're doing your laundry, you don't need clotheslines. You can just kind of snap them up. And there you go. It's going to hang on that line. The wind can blow it and spin it around, and that's awesome. Get a little sun all the way around it. And when you're traveling, you could just, throw it in a bathtub or in a sink and wash everything up. And then the last thing is that you can also find them a lot in used clothing stores, especially like down in Mexico, because that's kind of where the whole cowboy shirt thing sort of came from. A lot of those guys are still doing the cowboy style. And there's so many stores, especially in the used clothes, and you can just really feel when it's used. You can really feel the quality. It's been washed a bunch. And what I like to do is look for something special. Like this one has these beautiful buttons that are this kind of blue, and it reminds me of my first American Standard Strat I ever bought for myself. I think they call it a Blue Burst or Midnight Blue Burst or something. But it was like blue to black with little sparkles, and it just looked like, it looked rad. So so that's why, because if you only have 3 shirts, I got 3 of these, 3 t-shirts, 3 dress shirts, and that's pretty much it. So make them your fave, and you get to spend all kinds of time looking for the perfect one, and when you find a new one, you just trade it out. And I like to have a casual one. It's got some cool textures in there, and these kind of softer colors for when I'm feeling a little more chill. This is a little more officey and fancy and formal, and I like this one. This is a new in the rotation. I've never seen buttons like this before, where it's just a hollow space, so the actual cloth is the button head. That's really cool, and I'm curious how long it's going to take till they start popping off and you see the silver underneath, or maybe the inside of it. I'm just curious how that's going to happen, but that'll be time to swap it out. And I think this one's on its way out, but it's my favorite at the moment. It's a real light. And this one has sparkly things. See, it's kind of hard to let go, but you got to do it. I'm going to get down to 3. This one's polyester. I may keep this one then, because then I'll have like a warm weather one, because it doesn't breathe, so it'll keep you warm in the winter. So I may keep that one. This one's going to go. This was one of my favorites for a long time. And I was kind of looking for some brighter colors, but I'm back to my old only black or black and blue. That way everything kind of matches, and all the accent stuff just goes with that. Super simple. Anything I grab is real easy. Nope, none of my color, not today. Because the goal is to live simple, easy, and free. So you can focus on things that matter most, like love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control, and hope. Against those things, there's no law, and I have found very few people that gripe about it. And when those people that gripe about it are around, you're learning the kind of people you don't want to be around, because they diffuse or mute those things. Anyway, that's today's ramble. Less than 4:20, but I like to keep it right on time.